Soap.
Sorry?
I make and I sell soap. The yardstick of civilization.
And this is how I met
Tyler Durden.
Welcome back to Get Writing, everyone. Today we're tackling one of the most challenging aspects of writing, dialogue. Writing realistic, engaging conversations that reveal character, drive the plot, and avoid cliches can make a huge difference in your storytelling. Dialogue isn't just about what's being said, but how it's said, when it's said, and what's left unsaid. To help us master this skill, we're going to analyze a modern classic, Fight Club. The film's dialogue is razor sharp, revealing character, advancing the plot, and crucially hiding the truth in plain sight, foreshadowing the twist that Tyler Durden and the narrator are the same person. This balance between hiding and revealing is what makes the film's dialogue so effective. Let's dive right in. Great dialogue reveals character without needing to state it overtly. Fight Club excels at this with conversations that show who the narrator and Tyler are, or who we think they are, through subtext and conflict. In the scene where the narrator first meets Tyler on the aeroplane, their exchange sets up two contrasting characters.
So you can pretend like you're interested.
Okay.
You have a kind of sick desperation in your laugh.
Tyler's casual, carefree attitude is immediately apparent, as is the narrator's more uptight, passive nature. This contrast is shown in their words.
Did you know if you mixed equal parts of gasoline and frozen orange juice concentrate, you can make napalm?
No, I did not know that. Is that true?
That's right. One can make all kinds of explosives using simple household items.
Really?
If one were so inclined.
Tyler's bluntness shocks the narrator, and we understand right away that Tyler represents freedom, rebellion, and chaos, while the narrator is someone trapped by societal constraints and expectations. The dialogue sets the stage for their dynamic relationship, but it also hints at the truth. They are two sides of the same person, something we don't fully grasp yet.
We have the exact same briefcase.
When writing dialogue, always ask, what does an exchange reveal about each character? Do their words show a contrast, a similarity, or tension? This scene doesn't just give us surface-level banter, it sets up the relationship while hiding the idea that these two characters might not be so different after all. Dialogue that doesn't promote the plot feels like filler material. That's the last thing you want. Every conversation in Fight Club serves to push the story forward to its conclusion, layering crucial details even if we don't notice them at first. Take the bar scene where Tyler outlines his worldview leading to the creation of Fight Club.
What?
The things you own end up owning you.
It's a key moment in the film built entirely through conversation. Tyler's line, "The things you own end up owning you," pushes the narrator into a new way of thinking, challenging his materialism and complacency. This philosophical debate then escalates into action. This exchange not only deepens the relationship, but propels the plot forward towards the creation of the Fight Club itself.
So fuck off with your sofa units and string green stripe patterns. I say never be complete. I say stop being perfect. I say let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may.
The dialogue is doing double duty, revealing Tyler's philosophy while simultaneously setting up the plot's next major development. Every word matters, and the line between the conversation and action is blurred. In your own writing, ask whether each line of dialogue is propelling the story forward. Is it forcing your characters to make decisions, take actions, or change in some way? Even subtle lines should be working towards the larger narrative goal. In real life, conversations don't happen in a vacuum. People move, react, and take action as they talk. In Fight Club, dialogue is often balanced with action, giving the scenes a visceral energy. This balance keeps the audience engaged and prevents the dialogue from feeling static or too theatrical. Take the first fight between Tyler and the narrator in the parking lot. Their conversation is punctuated by physical blows, which amplify the tension.
I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, sure.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
As the conversation escalates, so does the physical violence of the scene.
Motherfucker!
Tyler's philosophical musings are tested by action. The dialogue isn't just talking about conflict, it's actually happening, both in words and blows.
Oh, that was perfect!
This is crucial when writing dialogue for a story that needs to feel dynamic. Characters can't simply stand around talking, they need to interact with their environment. Their conversations need to be part of the action. In your own writing, use action to complement dialogue. I call such units of dialogue and action dactions. You can find an episode on dactions in the description below. Are your characters walking, fighting, reacting to something external? Physical actions will amplify the emotions in the conversation, making the dialogue feel more vibrant. One of the most brilliant aspects of Fight Club's dialogue is how it hides the truth about Tyler and the narrator being the same person, while simultaneously foreshadowing.
I know that it's gotta seem like there's two sides to me when you're with
Two
me.
sides. You're Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Jackass.
I deserve that, but look, I've come to realize something very, very important.
What?
This technique is crucial for writing dialogue that feels layered and nuanced, especially when there is a twist in your story. Throughout the film, Tyler says things that, in hindsight, clearly hint at the fact that he isn't real. But the dialogue is delivered so naturally that we don't pick up on it until it is revealed at the very end.
We have the exact same briefcase.
These lines are directly foreshadowing the reveal that Tyler is the narrator's alter ego. To create dialogue that simultaneously hides and foreshadows, layer in subtext that can be interpreted in multiple ways. At a first viewing, it might seem like casual conversation, but at a second, the audience should be able to connect the clues that were there all along.
You don't know how this feels!
One of the easiest ways for dialogue to feel unrealistic is by falling into cliches. Lines that feel overused or too predictable. In Fight Club, every character speaks with a distinct voice, and this helps to avoid cliches while making the conversation more engaging.
It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
Tyler's dialogue is proactive, philosophical, and often poetic, while the narrator's speech is more grounded, introspective, and full of hesitation. Take Tyler's iconic line, "It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything." It's grand, sweeping, and perfectly in keeping with his anarchistic worldview. By contrast, the narrator's lines are often much more uncertain.
Who is this?
We met on the airplane. We had the same suitcase. The clever guy.
Oh, yeah, right.
By giving each character a unique voice, Fight Club avoids generic, interchangeable dialogue. When writing your own dialogue, ask yourself, does each character have a distinct way of speaking? Are they using words that reflect their personality, worldview, and emotional state? In Fight Club, the big reveal that Taylor and the narrator are the same person is built up gradually through dialogue. Earlier, we discussed how Tyler's words hide this truth, but the dialogue also builds towards the reveal in a way that feels earned. In the climactic scene where the narrator realizes the truth, Tyler's response isn't one of shock or denial. Instead, he says it calmly. Say it.
Say it.
Because we're the same person. That's right.
He's been leading the narrator and us to this moment all along. The dialogue here reflects the idea that the truth has always been hiding beneath the surface. Tyler's words finally push the narrator and the audience into accepting it. When writing dialogue leading to an ultimate twist or reveal, think about how you can gradually build up towards that moment. The dialogue should create tension and hint at or foreshadow the truth without giving it away too soon.
My eyes are open.
What's that smell?
To sum it all up then, mastering dialogue is about more than writing clever lines. It's about revealing character, driving the plot, balancing action with words, and hiding the truth while foreshadowing it. Fight Club is a perfect example of how to use dialogue in a nuanced, layered way, one that hides as much as it reveals to keep us hooked right up to the end. Next time you sit down to write a scene, remember that dialogue is more than what's being said. It's how, when, and why it's being said. Well, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this episode, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons, and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay well, keep writing, and I'll see you soon.